Right now, 67 million companies have LinkedIn pages. But here's the shocking truth. Only 2% are actually generating meaningful leads. While 86% of B2B marketers are on LinkedIn, most are basically invisible. Companies posting weekly see a twofold lift in engagement and 61% higher conversion rates. Yet most businesses are still treating their LinkedIn page like a forgotten billboard. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact framework that transforms LinkedIn company pages from digital dust collectors into lead-generating machines worth up to 277% more than Facebook and Twitter combined. Let's address the elephant in the boardroom. Your company has a LinkedIn page. You even post occasionally. But here's what's actually happening. 1.77 billion monthly visits to LinkedIn, 310 million active users, and 80% of them are decision makers with 2 times the buying power of average audiences. Yet your posts get maybe 15 likes, mostly from employees who feel obligated. The cost of this invisibility? According to LinkedIn's own data, 40% of B2B marketers say the platform delivers the best high-quality leads, and 89% use it for lead generation, with 62% successfully getting results. While your competitors are generating pipeline, you're posting into a void. The revenue gap isn't theoretical. Companies with active LinkedIn strategies report 16% better win rates, 2 times more pipeline, and 48% larger deals. That's not a rounding error. That's millions in lost opportunity. This breakdown combines LinkedIn's latest 2025 company page data, analysis of successful B2B strategies from companies generating 7 times more incremental customers than display advertising, and proven frameworks from organizations that turned 200 employees into lead generation powerhouses. We're not talking about posting motivational quotes or sharing blog links. We're talking about understanding how LinkedIn's algorithm prioritizes company content in 2025 and exploiting the gap that 98% of businesses miss. In the next minutes, I'm revealing 3 strategies that separate LinkedIn pages that generate pipeline from those that generate nothing. These are the tactics Fortune 500 companies use, but rarely share, backed by data showing companies that implement them see 30% more weekly page views and engagement rates that double their competitors. If you're tired of LinkedIn strategies that sound good but deliver nothing, hit that subscribe button now. Every week, we decode the exact playbooks Fortune 500 companies use to dominate B2B marketing, giving you actionable tactics you can implement immediately. This isn't theory. It's what actually drives results when millions are on the line. Strategy number 1 sounds basic, but it's where 98% of companies fail. The completion multiplier. And the data behind this will change how you think about every element of your LinkedIn page. Here's the brutal reality. Companies with complete LinkedIn pages see 30% more weekly views, not 3%, 30%. But complete doesn't mean what you think it means. Most businesses have a logo and a generic description that says, "We help companies succeed," or some equally meaningless drivel. Meanwhile, their competitors are using every single field as a strategic lead generation tool. LinkedIn's algorithm in 2025 prioritizes pages based on what they call information density and relevance. When someone searches for AI marketing solutions or enterprise software implementation, the algorithm scans your company description, specialties, and even your custom button text to determine if you're relevant. Companies that optimize these fields with specific industry keywords appear in 35% more search results. Let me show you exactly how this works. A B2B SaaS company was getting maybe 200 page views per month. Generic description: leading provider of business solutions. They rewrote it with specific outcomes. AI-powered customer retention platform, reducing churn by 34% for mid-market SaaS companies, serving 500+ businesses across fintech, health tech, and enterprise software. They added showcase pages for each vertical. They optimized their custom CTA button to lead directly to their most valuable lead magnet. The result? Page views jumped to 1,400 per month, a 7-fold increase. But more importantly, lead quality improved dramatically because they were attracting exactly who they wanted. The algorithm wasn't showing them to everyone. It was showing them to the right people. That's the multiplier effect. Complete doesn't just mean filled out. It means strategically optimized for both the algorithm and your ideal customer profile. The implementation framework. Audit every single field on your page. Company description must include specific outcomes, industries served, and measurable results. Specialties should contain exact search terms your customers use, not what you call your services, but what they search for. Custom buttons need to lead to high-value actions, not contact us, but download ROI calculator, or see case studies. And showcase pages aren't optional if you serve multiple industries. They're how you dominate specific searches. The completion multiplier isn't about being thorough. It's about being strategic with every single character on your page. Strategy 2 is where most companies leave millions on the table. The employee amplification engine. And the statistics behind this will make you immediately reassess your entire LinkedIn approach. Here's what most executives miss. Employee posts on LinkedIn generate 30% of a company's overall engagement. Not company posts. Employee posts. But here's the multiplier. Employees sharing company content get twice the amount of engagement than when the company page shares the same content. Why? Because LinkedIn's algorithm in 2025 heavily prioritizes personal profiles over company pages. It's not fair, but it's reality. Now here's where it gets interesting. The average employee has around 930 LinkedIn connections. If you have 100 employees and just 20% participate in employee advocacy, that's 20 employees times 930 connections equals 18,600 potential impressions per post. Compare that to your company page with maybe 5,000 followers. The math isn't even close. Companies that activate employee advocacy report reach increases of 561%. That's not a typo. But most companies approach employee advocacy completely wrong. They force employees to share corporate marketing that sounds like a press release. Nobody wants to share that. Here's what actually works based on analysis of 11,000 employee LinkedIn posts. Personal posts and company culture content generate the most engagement. Posts celebrating team members, behind-the-scenes content, and authentic stories outperform product promotions by 62%. Quick gut check. Are you making this mistake with your LinkedIn strategy right now? Which element surprised you more? The completion multiplier or the employee amplification potential? Drop it in the comments. And if you're realizing your LinkedIn strategy needs an immediate overhaul, smash that like button. These are the gaps that cost companies millions in missed pipeline. A financial services firm implemented what they called their advocacy engine. Instead of forcing employees to share boring product updates, they created a content library of shareable insights, industry data, client success stories, thought leadership that employees actually wanted to share. They made it voluntary. They gamified participation with leaderboards and recognition. They provided ready-made posts that employees could personalize. The results? 21% of their employees participated. That's 250 people. Those 250 employees generated more quality leads than their entire paid advertising budget. Why? Because when a VP of finance shares a post about how we helped reduce financial close time by 40%, their network of other finance leaders actually pays attention. That's targeted, credible, warm outreach at scale. The engine isn't about forcing participation. It's about making participation so easy and valuable that employees want to amplify your message. Create content worth sharing. Data, insights, stories. Make sharing effortless. Provide ready-made posts they can personalize in 30 seconds. Recognize contributors, public shoutouts, leaderboards, and executive acknowledgement. And track what matters. Not just shares, but leads generated, pipeline influenced, and deals closed. When your employees become your distribution network, your company page becomes a lead generation machine. Strategy 3 is where the data gets absolutely undeniable. The content consistency protocol. And this will change everything you think about posting frequency on LinkedIn. Here's the stat that should terrify every dormant LinkedIn page. Companies that post weekly see a 2x lift in engagement. But it gets better. LinkedIn pages posting weekly have 5.6 times more followers than pages posting monthly, and their following grows 7 times faster. This isn't linear growth. It's exponential. The algorithm doesn't just reward consistency, it punishes inconsistency by essentially hiding you from feeds. But here's what nobody tells you about the consistency protocol. It's not about posting any content weekly. It's about posting the right content types in the right sequence. Analysis of top-performing B2B company pages reveals a specific content mix that drives results. 40% thought leadership and industry insights. This positions you as the expert. 30% company culture and employee stories. This builds authentic connection. 20% customer success and case studies. This provides social proof. 10% product updates. Yes, only 10%. Most companies have this backwards. They post 80% about their products and wonder why nobody engages. LinkedIn users are there for professional development, not sales pitches. When you give them valuable insights consistently, they reward you with engagement, follows, and eventually, conversion. Before we get into implementation, if these LinkedIn strategies are exposing gaps in your B2B approach, you need to subscribe immediately. Hit that button and smash the notification bell. Every week we're breaking down the Fortune 500 playbooks that actually drive revenue, not just vanity metrics. Join business leaders who've stopped guessing and started implementing strategies backed by real data. A manufacturing company was posting randomly whenever they had news. Maybe once a month, sometimes 3 times in a week, then silence for 6 weeks. Zero strategy. They implemented the protocol, every Tuesday, 9 a.m. without fail. Week 1, industry analysis. Week 2, employee spotlight. Week 3, customer case study. Week 4, thought leadership. They created a content calendar 6 weeks in advance. They batch created content monthly, so posting became automated. Within 90 days, their page views increased 340%. Follower growth accelerated from 50 per month to 400 per month. Most importantly, they started receiving 2 to 3 qualified inbound leads per week, directly attributable to LinkedIn content. The consistency protocol didn't just build audience, it built pipeline. The protocol requires 3 commitments. Pick your day and time, then never deviate. Create your content mix based on the 40-30-20-10 formula. And batch your content creation, spending 4 hours monthly creating content beats scrambling weekly. When LinkedIn's algorithm sees consistent, valuable content from your page, it rewards you with exponential reach. But you have to earn that reward through unwavering execution. Let's turn these strategies into your 90-day LinkedIn transformation roadmap. Your step-by-step plan to build a company page that actually generates pipeline. Days 1 to 30. Foundation phase, the completion audit. Week 1, conduct your completion audit. Every field, every section, every opportunity for optimization. Week 2, rewrite your company description with specific outcomes, industries, and results. Add showcase pages if you serve multiple verticals. Week 3, optimize your custom CTA button. Test download ROI calculator versus see case studies versus book strategy call. Track which drives more qualified leads. Week 4. Analyze your competition's pages. What keywords are they ranking for? What showcase pages do they have? Find the gaps you can dominate. Days 31 to 60. Amplification phase. Build your advocacy engine. Identify your ideal employee advocates. Start with 20% of your team, focusing on those with the largest networks and highest credibility. Create your shareable content library. 10 ready-made posts employees can personalize in under 1 minute. Launch your recognition system. Public shoutouts, quarterly awards, executive acknowledgement for top sharers. And track the metrics that matter. Not just shares, but leads generated from employee posts. Days 61 to 90. Consistency phase. Lock in your protocol. Build your content calendar using the 40-30-20-10 formula. Batch create your next 8 weeks of content in one focused session. Set up your posting schedule, same day, same time, every single week, and analyze what's working. Which content types generate the most engagement? Which drive the most leads? Double down on what works. Tools you absolutely need. LinkedIn Page Analytics. Track what content performs. A content calendar tool, Hootsuite, Buffer, or even Google Sheets works. Employee advocacy platform if you're scaling, Gaggle AMP or DSMN8 can automate distribution. And lead attribution tracking. Know which LinkedIn activities actually drive revenue. The transformation isn't magic. Companies posting weekly with the right content mix, activating just 20% of employees, and maintaining complete, optimized pages report double the amount of leads, 61% higher conversion rates, and ROI that makes LinkedIn their most cost-effective channel. But it requires systematic execution of all three strategies, not just one. Before you transform your LinkedIn company page from invisible to unstoppable, help other B2B leaders discover what actually works. The strategies we just covered, the completion multiplier, employee amplification engine, and consistency protocol, are exactly what separate companies generating millions in pipeline from those posting into the void. Hit like if you just realized your company page has been leaving millions on the table. Subscribe for more B2B strategies that drive actual revenue instead of vanity metrics, and share this with your CEO if that's not you, marketing director, or anyone still thinking LinkedIn is just for job seekers. These insights don't just improve engagement, they build pipeline. Which strategy will you implement first? Optimizing your page for the 30% visibility boost, activating your employees for 561% more reach, or locking in your content consistency for 7 times faster follower growth? Drop it in the comments and join business leaders who've stopped throwing money at ads and started building sustainable lead generation engines.
This is the C-Suite Playbook, where Fortune 500 strategies meet actionable insights. Your competitive advantage starts here.